Dear ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the official opening ceremony of the Roscongress International Cooperation Area. This is the area that we are creating together with you to facilitate trust, to build relationship, and together create more. We are delighted to welcome you here at Spief. We are very happy to have you at our ceremony. And before we start it officially, I would like to express our gratitude to the international partners for being with us and supporting us in this activity.
С учетом большого количества подписанных у фонда соглашений с нашими зарубежными партнерами и запросов от наших зарубежных партнеров по участию в Петербургском международном экономическом форуме, мы совместно с оргкомитетом, начиная с этого года, открыли специальную деловую площадку Roscongress International, которая представляет достаточно комфортные возможности для делового общения нашим друзьям и партнерам, с кем у нас подписаны уже соглашения.
You know that Roscongress Foundation has plenty of international partners. With many of them we have MOUs signed. Many of them are present here at Spief, and that is why we decided that together with the organizing committee of Spief, we wanted to have this very special area, a dedicated area for international partners of Roscongress International. This is a very leisurely place that they can make use of, and this is wonderful that our brand Roscongress International that we use to conduct events abroad is very popular. We're gaining more activities. We already conducted a number of partnership events through Roscongress International and Malaysia and Indonesia. We're determined to continue this trend, and we encourage our Russian partners as well to work together with us in this direction. Once again, thank you very much and welcome.
It is an honor to address you at the opening ceremony of the Roscongress International Cooperation Networking Pavilion. We wish to extend South Africa's appreciation to Roscongress for hosting this prestigious platform and for affording us the opportunity to participate as a networking partner. We acknowledge the pivotal role that Roscongress continues to play towards shaping meaningful dialogue between countries, businesses, and institutions. It has established itself not only as an organizer of events, but as a builder of bridges, fostering partnerships, promoting sustainable development, and strengthening the geopolitical, commercial ties across the globe. South Africa is therefore deeply honored to be part of this important gathering and highly values our long-standing relationship with the Russian Federation. Our participation in Spief reflects the strategic importance we attach to deepening trade, investments, and industrial cooperation between our countries. We are encouraged by the consistent upward trajectory of our bilateral trade. We, however, believe that our trade volumes are still well below potential. Over the past 5 years, bilateral trade has hovered below the $1 billion US dollar mark, and we continue to experience a trade deficit recorded at about $266 million US dollars in 2024. Our exports to Russia, valued at about $299 million US dollars, have shown a positive growth of 5%, driven by the increasing demand for South African apples, grapes, pineapples, pears, dates, and other refrigeration equipments. On the import side, Russia exported about $565 million US dollars worth of goods to South Africa in 2024, with significant increases in wheat, fertilizers, and frozen fish products. This trade profile underscores the opportunity to further diversify and rebalance our trade by strengthening exports of value-added and manufactured goods, processed agricultural products, and services from South Africa into Russia. As we participate in Spief and related engagements this week, the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition seeks to engage our Russian counterparts in two strategic areas. We seek to pursue discussion around the expansion of the trade basket by identifying value-added and agricultural products with high export potential into Russia. We are actively working to address market access barriers and facilitate the flow of goods and investment by collaborating with relevant authorities and the South Africa-Russia Business Council. We also intend to scale up our participation in export promotion and trade facilitation activities across sectors such as agro-processing, consumer goods, automotive components, and pharmaceuticals. Russian businesses can play a pivotal role in supporting South Africa's objective to diversify trade and investments in several concrete ways. Firstly, Russian importers, distributors, and retailers can assist by identifying and opening channels for South African value-added and agricultural products that align with Russian consumer demand, including premium fresh produce, processed food, and especially beverages, including wine. Secondly, by engaging actively with the South Africa-Russia Business Council, Russian companies can help flag and resolve regulatory and technical barriers that hinder trade flows, thereby accelerating market access. Thirdly, participation in B2B engagement, sourcing missions, and trade exhibition will further strengthen commercial ties, expand product offerings, and create mutually beneficial trade and investment outcomes. Our second core aim of participating in this platform aims to advance ambitions such as they relate to decarbonization and industrial collaboration. South Africa is pursuing an inclusive and just transition to low carbon economy. In this regard, we see strategic alignment with Russia in sectors such as renewable energy, green hydrogen, oil, gas, and the beneficiation of critical minerals. We welcome increased Russian investments into South Africa's energy transition, particularly in infrastructure, and jointly develop projects that support industrialization and resilience on both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, as we look ahead, South Africa sees great promise in strengthening partnerships with Russia, not only in trade and investment, but across broader dimensions of industrial development, science and technology, and skills exchange, to name but just a few. Let us seize this opportunity to deepen trust, forge new partnerships, and build a more inclusive and prosperous future between our nations. In conclusion, I wish to once again express our sincere gratitude to Roscongress for its vision and continued commitment to fostering global cooperation. Through this platform, we are deepening ties that matter. Together, we can unlock new market opportunities, develop resilient supply chains, and generate shared values that goes beyond bilateral trade, advancing our broader goals of sustainable industrial development and inclusive growth both in South Africa and Russia. Spasiba.
We're very happy to be participating in the International Cooperation Pavilion. We are looking forward for a much larger participation next year, as we will be celebrating 100 years of diplomatic relations between Saudi Arabia and Russia. I would like to convey my sincere gratitude and thanks to the government and to Roscongress for working with us as partners to make this possible engagement. This Spief event has proven to be a place where public and private can meet and collaborate. and spark new ideas of international cooperation, not only by the two countries, but beyond the two countries. Spasiba. Thank you all very much.
Your Excellency, Vice President, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I confess this is my first visit to Spief, and I am completely bowled over, and I'd like to congratulate Roscongress on an amazing event. ASEAN is an exciting region. We have an economy of the size of 3.8 trillion US dollars. We have a population of 680 million young, ambitious, and digitally savvy people. It's a great place to do business. And there are many areas of complementarity between our economy and Russia in energy, in education, in digital, in agriculture, to name some. But I have learned over the past 2 days that ASEAN does not know Russia well, and Russia does not know ASEAN well enough. Therefore, I applaud Roscongress for the establishment of this international cooperation area, and I really hope that this is just the beginning of more and more opportunities for us to get to know each other, because in my region, there is a saying that if you don't meet, you can never fall in love. So once again, congratulations, Roscongress. We look forward to years and years of cooperation between ASEAN BAC and Roscongress. Thank you.
Поэтому я хотела бы вначале выразить признательность руководству.
So first of all, I would like to thank Roscongress, its leadership, and personally Mr. Stublev for this wonderful initiative. This is really a strategic location surrounded by booths and exhibits of our foreign partners, which makes it so much easier for Russian colleagues and their foreign counterparts to find one another and establish the right ties. It is a great place where you can meet, negotiate, make contracts, but it is also a wonderful area because for those countries who do not have their booths at the forum, they may use this space and present their products or whatever they have to present right here. So I genuinely wish that Roscongress International Cooperation Area will grow and prosper as a wonderful initiative.
Чтобы оно стало именно тем самым местом встречи.
So, just like the previous speaker say, I hope that this will be the place to meet where you do fall in love and make lots of fruitful ties and businesses afterwards.
Спасибо.
I'd like to, first of all, thank Roscongress, who's been our partner for many, many years, for establishing this brilliant idea of having this international cooperation area. As I'd like to just echo what Chairman Azir said about knowing each other, because I agree that Russia doesn't know ASEAN, and neither does ASEAN know Russia. So this platform will be a window for Russia to our countries, to all international countries that are represented here. And I hope this will engage and expand and increase the amount of trade and investment between our regions.
Thank you very much, dear colleagues, and let's start the official opening ceremony of the Roscongress International Cooperation Area.